Last week we did looked at the format and the types. We didn't go too much into the types, but these are objectives for today. Take down the objectives, please. Recall the types of business letters, recognize the content needed for each type of business letter, and construct a business letter using the correct format and relevant content. Take that down. Okay, I'm moving to the next slide. Everyone should be finished writing the objectives. Now, what is he doing? So we're looking at the content today for letter writing. So I want us to keep these in mind. These were items that we talked about last week. When writing a business letter, you have to use the correct. Take this down for me, please. So some persons may not have been here last week, and some may need a reminder. When writing a business letter, you must use the correct format at all times. Keep your tone polite and professional. Your letter must be 3 paragraphs consisting of 100 words, and you must have 6 content points. So take that down for me. Okay, so those are the little tips we talked about last week. Now the first one we're going to talk about is the letter of invitation. This is the content that you would need to have in your letter of invitation. You must invite the individual. You must name the occasion, the event, the date, the time, the venue. Give the specific task you want them to perform. Give the topic and the theme, age of audience, 3 reasons why the individual was invited or selected, and a specific confirmation date. Take that down to me. This is what you need to have in your letter of invitation. Go to the next one. Let me look at that. Any questions? So let's move on to the next letter. The letter of complaint/request. This is where you state that you're complaining, you state that you're requesting, identify and explain the complaint, identify the establishment which the complaint is being directed, identify 3 ways this has affected you, request a specific solution to the problem, give a specific date to have the problem solved. That's the letter. That's the letter of complaint and request. Take that down. When you're done, let's move on. I can move it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
letter of complaint. Now we have the letter of thanks. You state why you're writing to say thanks. You explain the gesture. What did the person do while you're thanking them? State 3 ways this gesture has helped you. Give the name of the establishment that has assisted you. Express gratitude, wish them well in the future. Do not say God bless you. Remember, we talked about that last week. When you say God bless you, it takes you out of the professional tone. So take this down for me. Okay, you move on to the letter of congratulations and nomination. This is the one we did last week. There were a few persons who sent me their letters. I would have marked it for you. and it gave you some feedback. So we're gonna have a chance to do a letter again today. But this is the letter of congratulations and nomination. Take this down. Okay, so this is the letter of congratulations nomination. Again, you do not say God bless you. Do not say I love you. Do not say I want to have a party for you. Do not do those things in your letter. If you do that, you're going to take your letter and move it into the friendly tone, and you don't want to do that. Any questions about all the letters so far you've done? No questions?
No, ma'am.
Everyone understand so far? Okay, let's move on. We have the letter of request. It states that you are requesting something. Identify and explain the request or the need that you have. Identify the establishment which you need the item or the information. Identify 3 ways this request will benefit you or help you. Then give a specific time date for the frame for the request to be met. All of these content, you must have a minimum of 6 content points for each of your letter, whichever one you choose. You must have a minimum of 6 content points, and it could be any one of these. It doesn't matter.
I have a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead, darling.
With the letter request, you're basically stating what you want.
Yes, you're just saying you're saying what it is that you need, right? You have to say, I am requesting some information for my BJC project, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you would name the 3 ways how this would help you. And then you give a specific time when you need it for. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. And I forgot number 5. It should have been you thank them for their help. So add number 5. You thank them for their help in your request. So add that there for me, please. Number 5. You thank them for their help in their request. these called prompts. They are called prompts. In the BJC, you're going to have a choice to choose one of them. At this point, you should know which letter you are best at in terms of writing. So you have to figure out which one is the strongest, because it may not come, so you will have to have a second strongest letter. What I want to do right now, I want you to identify A, B, C, D. I want you to write which type of letter it is. But first of all, let's discuss it first. Who wants to tell me what type of letter is A? A is a what? What kind of letter is A?
Letter of complaint.
Very good. A is a complaint. What about B?
Invitation.
Very good. What about C?
Letter of thanks.
Correct. And D?
Letter of nomination.
No. Well, yes, nomination, congratulations. So if you would have to write a letter congratulating him or her. Okay? So what I want you to do right now, everyone, I want you to give me the content points of each of these letters. Just the content points. The same way I had it outlined. For example, like this, you'd write letter of complaint, and you will say, you're going to name the complaint. You're not going to say you are complaining. You're going to say, I am complaining about whatever it is you're complaining about, based on the prompt. You're going to give me the name of the establishment. You're going to give me 3 ways it's affected you. You're going to request a specific solution and give a specific date. Now you can put it in point form just like this. It don't have to be in a actual letter. I don't want you doing the heading and inside address. Put it in point form and you set it up like this. Is everyone clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have these 4 and you give me 6 content points for each. I need 6. Okay? Now, if you feel sometimes you can write more, but make sure those are 6 valid points. Don't look at the outline I gave you. Look at the rubric so you know what you have to write. Okay? So you can begin working on that. Okay, let's begin. Let's look at 2A. We have 30 minutes left in the session. Well, actually, no, we have a little bit more than that. We have about 28 more minutes. But I want us to have enough time to go over each one. So the Empress is saying no man. Shamel is saying killing myself laughing. Only case in. The first point I put is the doctors don't seem to check with their patients to see if they're all right. Okay, Casey, that's 1 point. Very good. What else? Let me see who's this in the chat. The doctors don't check for patients to see if they're okay or not. Okay. What else? What else? Remember we're looking at the letter of complaint. What are you complaining about? What will you complain about? Okay, Leah. Give me an answer, Leah. So make up for that singing in the chat, Leah. Give me an answer. Hi, for Leah. You want to give an answer? Okay, once Kai said there were no chairs. The doctor told the people what had happened. The letter of complaint, I'm complaining because I am shocked at the poor service I received during my time of the accident and emergency. Okay, very good, Shamel. That's a point. Anyone else? They don't have the tools needed. Zayan, very good. Devon says to tell them the complaint. Okay, what is the complaint? You can't tell them the complaint. What is the actual complaint? Okay, so I wanted you all to be specific. Okay, what else do we need in that letter? You'd have to say when you want it, how you want the problem resolved. No one said that. No one said the specific date that you want it resolved. No one said how they were affected. So all of these are things that you do. Let's quickly look at B. The level of crime has increased in your community. Write a letter to the Commissioner of Police inviting to speak at one of your monthly community meetings about what can be done to decrease crime in your neighborhood. Come on, let's go in the chat. Give me the points. Let me see the points. Let's go in the chat.
What are we doing?
Number 2, give me the points in the chat. They need to have a police patrol in the area. Very good. More police in the streets at night. Very good. What else? House security in case the criminals are spotted. Very good. More police. Well, so no one named the community where they live. You have to name the community. People skip the red lights. Okay, very good. What about the community? Anyone name? What's the name of the community? No one said invite him to speak. No one said the response date when he has to respond. All of these things are what you need to have and have a curfew. Very good. More cameras in the area. Very good, Kai. And the virus has invested more security cameras. Okay. Let's look at C. Write a letter thanking the police officer or security guard stationed at your school for the contributions that he has made in ensuring the environment is safe. Let's go. Go in the chat. Put your answer in the chat. Anyone got this far? No one got, okay, I see some answers coming in. Stop the school shootings. Okay, that's, give a gift. What do you mean give a gift? You don't give, no, that's, no, you don't give a gift. That's more like you're just thanking them for the gift or showing appreciation, allowing safe passage for students to cross the street. Okay. Securing the gate, making sure they're locked away from danger. Very good. He has been helpful, helping stop the fights. Okay. Okay. We have 4 more minutes. A secretary at your school has been nominated for an important award by the letter congratulating him or her on this achievement. Be sure to include reasons why you feel they deserve the award. Okay, start taking dangerous weapons. Let's look at D. What are you going to say for what are you going to say to D for D? What information, what content you need? What content do you need, guys? For her being, you don't just say being helpful, say being helpful for what? Be more specific, okay? You want to be specific in your answers. You talk to them about certain stuff. She puts all of her effort to help the students at school, being a hard worker. She's there when you need her. Very good. Congratulations for doing a good job. Excellent. You have to remember, you have to tell her you're proud of her. You have to say you're proud of her. And you have to wish her well in the future. Don't forget. Okay? And wish her the best and very good. Wish her the best in the future. Now, I want to say it's now 6:28 in our class. We have 2 more minutes before we go. Those persons who came in late, you need to be on time because we're not going to go back. Those persons who show up, very good, because these classes are very beneficial. If you come to these classes, I can assure you that it'll help you in figuring out what to put on your exam when it comes down to the BJC.